Women tired of carrying tension she can't name. You can't think your way out of survival mode. You have to move it out. Mind, body, spirit are linked, and when your body is frozen, your spirit feels stuck. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. If you're still fighting the same stress cycles in your head, it's only because they're locked inside your body. Spirit signals first. But when the body doesn't follow, you get trapped in dysregulation, burnout, anxiety, and exhaustion. That's why fitness isn't vanity, it's a reclamation. It's beating the stress out of your system so security can return. Every time you move, whether it's lifting, running, or stretching, you're teaching your body, I am safe, I can flow, I can reset. This isn't about chasing a number on the scale, it's about reclaiming rhythm so the mind, body, and spirit move together again.
I already work hard. I'm running around all day, working, taking care of everybody else, and barely keeping my head above water. You think I have time or the energy to add more to my plate? The last thing I need is another thing to do.
Movement isn't more work. Why people say that? Body's supposed to move. It's the reset that makes all the other work actually pay off. Without it, you're gonna stay right there, stuck in survival mode, pouring out all your energy and never refills. Nobody gonna pour it back into you. But with it, your body starts shifting from tension into freedom. And suddenly everything you work so hard for is working better for you. Stillness is gonna keep that stress trapped. Women who reintroduce movement into their routine, calm their skin, is done it for my clients time and time again. It calms their mood and it renews their energy. It allows you to effortlessly radiate safety and strength, not stress and strain.
You know what? I don't have hours to spend at the gym. Between work and trying to keep my house together, I can barely sit down for 5 minutes. A whole fitness routine feels impossible.
It's not about hours, it's about intention. I don't spend hours in the gym. Y'all seen my body recomp journey. 45 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week, and I walk in between. We be making excuses. Even a few minutes of consistent movement can tell your nervous system you're safe now. And I'm gonna tell y'all, in this series that we're doing, this is not a punishment about being overweight or ridiculing you about being out of shape. It's permission to reconnect the body to what has been holding you up all along, even after you treat your body like shit all day. And these quick fixes and fad diets and these cute little workouts, them quick fixes and shortcuts fade fast. Women who choose intentional movement found that glow wasn't temporary, it stayed. I'm an example, y'all. I feel so freaking good. I'll be 50 in January, and it's like through movement. What you need is for your energy to compound. What we love is when our results last longer and you build a foundation that won't collapse the very moment life gets busy again. Because, baby, why do all that if it just feels like bliss temporarily?
Maybe I just need to be more disciplined with my skincare and self-care routines. I already pushed myself to be consistent, so maybe I just need to double down.
Consistency built on a dysregulated system is just exhaustion in a mask, in a disguise. You can't out routine survival mode. We be trying, but you can't do it. What actually flips the switch is movement because it tells your body the stress cycle is complete and now it's safe to relax. But now we want to lay up and look at TV and binge watch and not move. Want to watch Netflix all day. Women who stay stuck and doing more, they ain't never gonna break the cycle. Those who move, stretched, and sweated a little bit, they reset everything. When your body feels safe, your routines don't collapse, they start compounding.
I've been powering through for years. I tell myself life will slow down eventually, and I feel better when things ease up. I've tried everything else, so maybe it's just me.
You know what? Just in all honesty, life is not going to slow down, y'all, but you can. Regulation through movement doesn't erase stress. It makes stress powerless, and it ain't gonna run your body no more. You don't have to wait for the world to calm down. You create calm inside yourself. You create your reality. It all begins within. Women who move past routines and into regulation didn't just look better, they lived throughout the days better, through the hours. They sleeping better at night. They just overall doing better. Why not effortlessly ease your way into every season, not just the rare ones where life is quiet?
You know what? This sounds great, but I honestly don't know if it's worth it. I've already spent a ton of money on programs, products, quick fixes that just didn't last. I can't afford to waste any more time or cash.
Tell you this. Give yourself a little grace. It's not laziness, it's biology. Your body isn't broken, it's just stuck in an unfinished survival mode stress loop like a hamster wheel. Movement is a missing sign and signal. Your nervous system needs to release the cycle and find balance again. Women who blame themselves, you stay stuck in shame. Y'all, I did it for years. You hear me? Can't even look at myself in the mirror. I had a client tell me she can't even look at herself in the mirror. But when they keep blaming themselves, they stay in shame. Shouldn't nobody say, I don't even look in the mirror anymore. The ones who spent the time to understand their body, understand that their body just needed a reset, founded upon freedom. Stop fighting yourself and finally partner with your body to easily build up your strength and your mental stability.
You know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just lazy or unmotivated. I start off strong, but fall off after a couple of weeks. It feels like I just would never be consistent. Maybe I don't have the willpower other women do.
If I hear one more person talk about, I ain't got no money for that. I ain't got no money for that, but you're gonna get their hair done, you're gonna get them nails done, but you're not caring about your long-term health. Baby, the real cost isn't it the next program. It's staying stuck where you are. Every day your body stays in survival mode. You just leaking energy and resources. It ain't gonna get no better. But one small shift into movement now saves you years of wasted effort later. I'm telling y'all. Women spend thousands chasing surface solutions, buying this, buying that, and that shit don't work. It never touches the root. Movement is what rewires what products alone can't do. Instead of restarting every 3 months, making New Year's resolutions every year, oh, I'm gonna start over tomorrow, I'm gonna binge and blah, 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 blah. Why not invest once into rhythm that carries you forward and for good?
Listen, I've tried it all. I've tried yoga, walking, and some workouts. Nothing sticks. I really don't think my body responds like anybody else's does.
Get that out your head. This isn't about trendy workouts. It's about intentional embodied movement, the kind that doesn't punish but signals safety. It's not about copying someone else's path. You do you, I do me. We got our own journey. But it's about finding the rhythm that resets your system. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Everything doesn't need to be hammered into place, ladies. We just doing too much. We really are. When women swap punishing workouts for restorative movement, their glow and energy finally lasted. I used to look at workouts as such a punishment. Oh, yeah, I got to go down there again. The best thing I could have done for myself. I'm almost running down here every day. I had to pare down because I was working out too much. And my magnificent significant says, you're doing too much. You need to pare it down a little bit. And I'm seeing even better results. Your body's going to feel at home again. And everything you layer on top of that, skincare, nutrition, rest, it actually works even better. But you're putting too much pressure on yourself.
You know what? I don't need nobody talking about me. I'll just figure it out on my own. I always do. I got enough going on in life, and I don't need nobody telling me to do more. I just need to push through like I always have.
If I hear somebody tell me again they can do it by themselves, they're going to figure it out alone, Because if it was that easy, you already be free. This isn't about adding information, it's about a new embodied change. Movement is a bridge from knowing better to actually feeling better. I thought this was a freaking punishment. The thing that helps is a punishment. No, you punishing your body by not moving. You punishing your body by just doing anything. The women who keep guessing, trying to figure it out, don't have a plan, don't have a routine, they stay stuck. The ones who let themselves be guided found transformation. They finally feel it. Y'all, I'm proof. You found transformation by something that they could actually love. They found that better version of themselves. Stop carrying the burden alone. It's somebody you could talk to, a professional, and start walking in the relief you've been craving. You know you've been craving it. You don't want to stay stuck.
Everybody says movement is good for stress, but I've tried it before. I work out a week or two, then life gets in the way. I ain't got time for that. I'm tired of feeling myself.
This is not a failure. It's feedback. And like I said earlier, you ain't got to get in the gym and act like Hulk Hogan. Movement doesn't need to be extreme to be effective. I'm telling you. I start doing progressive overload. And I start not killing myself in the gym. And before I knew it, every week I'm going up. I'm going up 10 pounds. When you actually choose those rhythms you can sustain, your nervous system responds quickly. Y'all, I'm living proof, and the changes actually stick. I ain't been in this good a shape in 30, 35 years. The glow ups weren't luck. Those women that you see glowing up, those women chose consistency and movement. And they got to moving whether they got busy or not. You don't just start, you're not going to start out strong. You're going to find your weaknesses. And I get that. But over time, you're going to find yourself getting stronger and stronger, and you're going to stay strong because your rhythm aligns with your real life.
I know I need to change, but I can't commit to a whole program right now. My schedule is packed, and I don't want to set myself up to fail.
I told y'all, I don't know who keep telling you you got to spend hours. Rome wasn't built in a day. And you trying to rebuild and lose all this weight and do this, that, and the third in one day. You don't need hours. Give yourself grace. The only thing you need is guidance that fits you where you are. One intentional step into movement creates big momentum. Just take the first step and you're going to see life changes. Along with the right support, you won't just start, you'll finish strong and you're going to keep going. It's like, for me, it's like I be racing to the gym. I have to tell myself today is a rest day, and then my body still be wanting it. But that's the good part of movement. Women who thought they couldn't add one more thing. If you know me, I'm a busy woman, but I made that sacrifice. And when you do that, you discover movement gave you back some time. And then after that, you can soak in relaxation, focus on that clean, pure energy, and prioritize mental clarity. You don't got to sacrifice your life to get results. You don't. 45 minutes a day, 3 days a week, sometimes even 30. But you need to do this to enhance your life and finally start feeling secure in your body again and get your glow back. All right, you heard it by now. Skincare can't outpace survival mode. Products can't replace rhythm. Security is built, not bought. And this week, we're making it simple to step in. We want to see you in motion because motion is how you reclaim the ground survival stole. Here's how it works. Send us a quick video of you moving, walking, lifting, stretching, whatever you do to keep your body alive. Or tag us in your cutest gym fit post. When you do, you'll receive 30% off your next vajacial or facial, a treatment that's going to restore your skin and anchor the rhythm you rebuild in your body. Because this just isn't about glowing in the gym. It's about carrying that rhythm back into the wax room, back into the facial room, into your business, into your life. Get moving, get glowing, get secured. All right, everyone, that's a wrap for today's episode of Glow and Tell. We've uncovered something much deeper than routines or products. The glow you're chasing isn't hiding in a serum, it's waiting in your nervous system. And sometimes the only way to break survival mode is to move. So here's your invitation: don't just listen, live this. Get active, reclaim your rhythm. And when you share your movements with us, we'll celebrate you with a 30% off coupon off your next service of either a vajacial or a facial. Because glow isn't just what happens on the table, it's the energy you bring into every room. Until next time, keep glowing, keep telling your story, and remember, your glow is your testimony. Book your next reset at www.amroyalskin.com.